Good morning, Flosstube. How are you today? My name is Darlene. I am Darlene Dion Designs here on YouTube, also on Facebook. I have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. Also on Etsy, Darlene Dion Designs, and on Instagram in the same name. I am a quilt and recent cross-stitch designer, and that's my gig. I live in Nova Scotia on Canada's East Coast, and yeah, it's almost summer. We've had some really nice weather here. It is still staying cool. Yesterday, the last couple of days has been really cool, and today we're having a little bit of rain. Nothing serious, just drizzle here right now, and yeah. But in my opinion, it's been a really nice spring because I like a little cooler, a little less bugs. But yeah, I've enjoyed my spring so far. I did finally get some vegetable seeds in the ground. They're right out front here where I can see them out my window, and everything is growing nicely. I do need to get some tomato plants. I don't have them out yet. And yeah. I think I really don't have a whole lot of life update. My son turned 35 this past week, and he also wrote his exam for his Red SEAL ticket for carpentry. Just watching a bird by the garden. And he passed that with 91%. So he was pretty excited. He's a licensed carpenter now. He's been working on that really ever since he got out of high school, and he went to community college and took carpentry. But then he left that for a while and went to farming. And so he's back at it and loving it. Him and his dad work together, and he now has his Red SEAL ticket. So that's really great. Congratulations, Keith. And our daughter, she has a birthday coming up the end of the month. She will be 33. And on the 24th of this month, which is 4 days away, today, by the way, today is June 20th, Monday, June 20th, and this is my Flosstube number 21. I always forget to say those things. I have my 1-year Flossiversary coming up on the 24th, so just 4 days away. It doesn't seem possible that it's been a year, but it has, and I'm very happy to have been with you a year. I've been with you longer than a year watching, but finally got brave enough to try this on my own 1 year ago, and I love it. Really a lot of fun, and I've met some really wonderful people and look forward to meeting more. And in that year also, I decided to do some designing. I've been cross-stitching for years, intermittently, because I devoted most of my time in the past 20 years to quilting. But when the pandemic hit, I got the cross stitch out and full-fledged went kind of overboard. Anyway, and then this year, like I said, I've started designing, and now I think I just put out my 16th pattern. So I have 3 new releases for you this week. Yes, 3. 2 cross stitch and 1 quilting. So I'm excited to show you those. And I had a giveaway last time. My giveaway was for the project that I released last month, which was summer, and that's the second one in a year-long series, which of course the first one was spring. This one is summer. It has a Canadian flag, but the chart also includes a US flag. And I know some other people are stitching them in Polish flags, and I think someone else told me they were going to stitch the Union Jack. A couple others mentioned. Anyway, so I'm anxious to see what everybody does with this. So the winner of this, you had to use the word summer in your comment. The winner for this one is Pearl Evely, or Evely, Eveleighh. So Pearl, please get in touch with me. My email address is below in the show notes. So if you could get in touch with me, I will send out a PDF of this for you. So thank you to so many others who played along and tried. It is available in my Etsy shop if you're interested in that. Okay, so my new releases for this week, sorry. This one, of course, had the Canadian flag on it, which really, to be honest, we don't see enough Canadian flags in decor. I've been saying it for years. I'm a very proud Canadian. I love to wave my flag. And so I'm trying to do my bit to help get that out there more. And I've heard a lot of good comments along the same line that please continue with these designs because we need more Canadian themed designs. So I definitely will be doing that. I have 2 to show you for this week that are both Canadian designs. This one is called Celebrate Canada. Our national holiday is coming up on July 1st. Canada Day, Dominion Day. A day to celebrate and appreciate the country that we live in, the freedom that we are so blessed to have, and just so many other good things in Canada. There's bad things. Gotta be honest here, gotta be real. Canada's not perfect, but it is a beautiful place to live. And I saw a poll recently that talked about the percentages of freedom that people have in their country. And I think we have like 98%. I think they rated us at 98%, which I was pretty impressed because some of the other countries that were mentioned were pretty low. Anyway, so this is Celebrate Canada. And I hope on July 1st that you do something special to celebrate. It's a long weekend this time. It falls on I think it falls on a Friday. Yes, pretty sure it falls on a Friday. So you have Summer, Flag, Celebrate, 1867, Parade. There's always parades. I sometimes go to the parade in Weymouth, which is about 15 minutes away from me. And my brother and my nephew-in-law are all firemen, so they are all involved in that, and I always enjoy that with my sister. Oh Canada, our beautiful anthem. I can't read backwards. Fireworks. There's always fireworks in Weymouth on that evening, and sometimes in Digby too, and lots of other towns, but home. Canada is home. We are free. Our beautiful flag with our maple leaf and Canada Day to celebrate. And of course, some bunting at the bottom. So I hope you like this. I stitched it on 25 count dark cobblestone, 2/2. It's all cross stitches. There's no back stitch or half stitches or anything like that. I finished it on a piece of sticky board and a piece of foam board. So this one has sticky board and then some white rickrack, and then this one has a red plaid fabric. I think it's a bird brain fabric, and that one's on foam board. And I'm looking for something to mount it to. I had hoped to come across a frame that I could sit it in, but I couldn't find a frame the right size. So I'm still on the hunt. I will, I'll be here and there and hopefully find something that I can put it to. It doesn't have to be a frame. It could be any kind of a decor piece that would do it justice. So I am going to do a giveaway for this today. There'll be one PDF chart of this going out. So, and then my second new release in cross stitch, another Canadian design, is True Patriot Love. My sister stitched this model for me. I stitched it myself, and after I got it all stitched, I decided I wanted to change the flowers. So then I asked her if she wanted to stitch it, and she did. And she is an incredible stitcher, much nicer stitcher than I am, which we do have some discussions about that occasionally. Anyway, I have it in a vintage 5x7 frame. So if you're interested in stitching this and you're not one to fully finish on your own, this would be a really simple finish in a 5x7 frame. This one is a hair bigger than 5x7. I guess the vintage, I'm not sure. Anyway, but a 5x7 will work. You would still get it in there at the bottom. This is the only place, so, but it would work. Anyway, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. True Patriot Love. That's a line from our anthem, O Canada. And I have been asked, I've shown it on Facebook and Instagram, and I have been asked if I did a US flag for this one, and I haven't, but I could easily do a US flag. I just didn't know how. I know you're very patriotic in the US also, and that's a good thing. But I didn't know if you'd want these words where they are a line from our anthem. So tell me what you think. If in the comments, if you think it would be a good design for American flag, please let me know and I will get that added to the chart. So True Patriot Love. This one is stitched on 25 count mushroom Lugana, 2/2 again. There's no half cross stitches. There's no back stitching or anything like that. And so it's very suitable for Ada. And I am going to do a giveaway for this also today. So that will be a PDF chart and we'll do that in a bit. So those are my two new quilting cross stitch designs. I have not put a ton of time into, I've stitched every day, but I've stitched on a little bit more. I've stitched a little bit more monochromatic. The word is gone. I've stuck to just a couple projects. Anyway, I don't know if I showed this one last time or not. I've been working on it since, I'm kind of thinking I started it at Christmas, but I'm not sure. This is Though He Seemeth Sleeping. It's a Lucy Beam design. I just love it so much. So I changed the colors from the pattern, and I seen one on Facebook that I really loved that had a lot of autumn colors. So that's what I decided to go with. I love the verse. Dark the night and wild the waves, Christ the boat is keeping. Trust in him and have no fear, though he seemeth sleeping. I've loved it from the very first time I seen it, and I knew I had to stitch it. I'm stitching it on 25 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana, and I'm just loving how it turned out. Like I said, I changed most of the colors. I'm using mostly DMCs. There are 1 or 2 Classic Colorworks in there. I just stitched that basket last night. I'm loving how it's turning out. I haven't got the basket itself done, but anyway, really pleased with this. So I've spent several days working on this one, and I'm going to work on it today. I have to work for my daughter-in-law today in her little shop in Annapolis, so I always take some stitching with me. So I will work on that there, and I've got this in my scrappy project bag. Made this from a whole bunch of leftover HSTs and my stitching and my quilting scraps. Also, I did stitch a tiny little bit this time on my Tetelestai. I hope I'm saying it right. Am I saying it right, Kim? Tetelestai. Just a little bit on that bottom section there. This is on, oh, there is a label. Vellum, 28 count Vellum Lugana by Picture This Plus. Yep. And I really love this. It's the light's blowing it out a little bit. It's not quite that. That's what you see over here is more realistic. Like, anyway, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I'm using, I kind of think it's 8/16, but it might not be. I'll have to check. Anyway, so that is a Quaint Rose Needle Arts design Tetelestai. Really, really lovely. I started that on Easter weekend. And I devoted a lot of time this past couple of weeks to my Christmas Carol, my Haid. And it doesn't really look like it, but there is definitely a lot of new stitches in there. I haven't counted. I know there's 280,000 stitches in this total, which, are you crazy, Darlene? But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. There is one place, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can get the light there. You can see those lines. It's kind of created this line. I think it's just, well, I know it's at the bottom of a page. It's where I went from one page to the next page. And I feel sure that when it's framed, you will never see that. But it's almost like it was too tight, but my stitching hasn't changed. I don't know. I do know when I'm going from, I'm not a parker. I'm not a park. I tried that and it doesn't work for me. I tend to pick a thread and you do as many stitches as I can with that one strand. And then if I've got a lot more in that same color, I start another one. But so when I get to, at first, when I got to the end of that page, I cut it off straight. And that seems to be where the line is. You see it there. And now I'm trying, well, I'm not, I was even trying to finish like just the 10, 10 down, 10 by 10 square before I went to the square below. But now I'm going to use the thread and go down as far as I can so that I don't have a definite line across where one page starts and the next page stops, or one page stops and the next page starts. So I don't know. I kind of think that's what did it. But like I said, I don't think you'll ever see it when it's framed and it's stretched. So anyway, so I am in the top left-hand corner here. You can just see that I've started the top parts of those buildings that are shadowed. And yeah, really loving it. It takes a long time to see progress because the stitches are, it's a 25 count Lugana 1/1. Yeah, I love doing it. It's you have to pay attention to it. It's not something that you could, do in the car. I could never do it in the car. I could never do it if I was in a crowd or trying to visit with someone because I need to be concentrating on the chart constantly. But anyway, it is fun. If you've never done a full coverage, you should try it. Yeah, and I'll still be telling that to you in 10 years or so. Anyway, I had a wonderful package come in the mail. Let me check my notes. I do want to mention Fiberfest before I forget. Nova Scotia Fibre Arts Festival is coming up in August. And I forgot to bring my piece in here. That is a festival that happens in Amherst, and it's been running for several years. Of course, it was not able to go ahead the last 2 years because of the pandemic. So April 3rd to 6th in the town of, did I say Yarmouth? It's Amherst, in the town of Amherst, Nova Scotia. It's about a 5-hour drive for me, and myself and my friend Gail are going, and I'm going to be teaching cross stitch. I'm going to teach my little pillow, my friend Walter, and my good friend Chris is going to be teaching my friend Wilbur, which is the companion wool applique little quilted wall hanging that they're twins, Walter and Wilbur. So if you're interested in getting in on either of those classes, you can find the information in my Facebook group or page, or of course on the Fiberfest website. I think I posted the link to the Fiberfest website last time in my show notes in the last video. I'll try to remember to do that again today. It's a week, it's not a week, but several days of everything fiber. The whole town takes part, gets into it. Their store fronts, their windows are displayed usually for fiber displays of some sort. It could be quilts, it could be rug hooking, could be knitting. Their town hall has pillars out front, you know, big old pillars, and they've knit garlands and things to go up the pillar. Oh, the whole, it's a really good festival. If you haven't been, you really should try to get in, even if it's just for a day. And there's tons of quilt shows. We always make a point of going to the one at the First Baptist Church, I think it's called. That's always on the Friday. Our friend Chris again and her fellow guild members put that one on. It's a really, really good show. I've had a couple of quilts in that show because we participated in a challenge that they were doing there in their guild. I used to have a quilt hanging here that was called the Funky Girls, and that one hung there one time. And then they did my Journey Through Time quilt as a mystery quilt, and so they had all of those on display one time for their feature project, I guess you could call it. Anyway, it's a great show. If you get to Amherst and you get to participate in any of the activities, make a point of getting to the quilt shows. There's rug hooking shows. There's all sorts of classes. Like I said, you can find it all on the website. So it's really great. So, I had my friend Sharon Vance from New Brunswick sent me a package again. Oh my goodness, I was just thrilled. She sent me this sweet little card, which is thread painting fabric art. So yeah, isn't that cute? Little nest. She sent me a bunch of patterns that I'm going to, she said, go ahead, use them, you and your sister, or use them for giveaways. So I'm going to show you those quickly. Some really cute, these ones, there's some Lizzie Kate. This is another Lizzie Kate. This one is Summer House Stitchworks. Little House Needleworks. I'm so spoiled. I appreciate it so much. Heartstring Samplery. Little House again. There goes one. Love it. Love it. Love it. A little mouse. Gail, I think I need to stitch this for you. Oh dear. Another little house. Hands-on design. Love this one. Oh my goodness. All of these I would definitely stitch. I love this. Ink circles with the deer. I have a thing for deer. What's it called? Spring Snow. I just love this. I think I'll definitely be doing that. This one is Brenda Gervais. Love it. Bluebird out my window. Like, how would I choose which one to start first? I want to start them all today. This little sunflower, so cute. That's a heart and hand. This one, By the Bay Needle Art, is another sunflower, and it has a free pack of another one in the back. So cute. Another sunflower. This one is By the Bay. Really great sunflower. The drawn thread. This is the first time I've ever had a drawn thread pattern. Lovely. Purely Samplers. Spring House Sampler. Homespun Elegance. And a blackbird design even. I'm telling you, she spoiled me rotten. I just love it. I was so excited when my husband brought the mail in, and that was what? And the Prairie Schooler Prairie Birds, which I had recently bought. So I'm going to do a giveaway for this today, along with the giveaway for my 2 new patterns. Well, actually, I'll have 3 patterns when I show you my new quilt pattern too. So those two will be giveaways for today. Those three, I should say. Well, actually 4. I can't seem to get the numbers. Okay, I had a little haul. Flosstube. I have watched some Flosstube, not a whole lot, but today when I'm at my daughter-in-law's working, I don't expect it to be a busy day on a Monday, so I will watch some Flosstube there today while I stitch. I watched my regulars, Nobody New. Michelle McGraw posted a new one this week, which I just love it when Michelle posts. She's one of my very favorites. Yeah, she usually has a really good story about her boys. She's a boy mom, and they're older teenagers and almost grown men. Oh dear, she makes me laugh every time. Anyway, she's very real. Check out Michelle McGraw, made by Michelle McGraw. I'm sure everyone has watched her. She's awesome. Also, Stitching Grammy of 17. She did a giveaway this week for 2 of my patterns. Thank you so much, Deborah, for including me in your feature designer Flosstubes recently. I really appreciate it. I hope that you've watched her and that you were able to get in on her giveaways. I can't remember who the next one is. I think she's going to do Chrissy, Finally a Farm Girl too, maybe, but I'm not sure. Anyway, check her out. Stitching Grammy of 17. I'll put the link below. And I'll put the link for Michelle too, because you really need to watch her. Okay, I had some haul. Not a whole lot. 1 2 3 Stitch is your friend. And their shipping is amazing, even to Canada. It's like, what? How can you pass that up? This is .28 count Heritage Lugana by Picture This Plus. Isn't that pretty? I don't have anything definite planned for this. Just my sister and I were sending an order together, and yeah, my very first piece of murky was available when we placed the order. Let me show you this bigger. I was pretty excited to see that there was murky available because it's so hard to get. And this is, I think this month might be 32 count. 32 count Lugana. Picture This Plus murky. Can't wait to use that. And I've had this before, Brash. I really love this. This is 28 count Brash Lugana. So pretty. And I got my very first piece of Picture This, maybe it's not, Color and Cotton. Ada Tinsmith. First piece of hand-dyed Ada that I've bought. So that's pretty. I like that. You can see through it, but I don't think there's a lot of modeling as much as it looks when you can see through it. But anyway, anxious to try that. It's very soft. I didn't, I've heard all the other people who have used the hand-dyed Ada say how soft it was. I was really surprised. Very nice, definitely. And 2 more anniversaries of the heart charts to go in my collection. I've got 1 2 3 4 5 6. I think I've got 7 now, so 5 more to go. I'd love to start this one for New Year's. We shall see. And 1 more chart. My sister and I came across this one on, I think we saw it on Facebook and went right to 1 2 3 Stitch and decided we needed to stitch it. This is a 3D tree by the Victoria Sampler, and it's called Gingerbread Tree at You. I love it. So you see it's a tree, but I'll show you the back here. It opens up, and I'm not sure that I'll make it that it opens. Doesn't matter to me if it does. I just love it. So you can see here the 4 different sides with the horse-drawn carriage, the village with the snowman. This one is Santa flying through the sky, and then of course the main one is, I think it's elves sitting by the fire, but I'm not positive. Anyway, it's really different. I bought the brash fabric thinking I might do that on it. It's blowing out a little bit, but yeah. So we're both gonna stitch this. I'm not loving the buttons on there. I think I would change that. There are some beads too. I would probably do all beads or maybe smaller buttons, but and then there's some beads in on the bottom there too. Like, I guess there's some buttons there too. But yeah, so cute. So definitely that is in my future. Love it. I think that's all the stitching I have for today. I'm 31 minutes in. I try not to go too long here because it takes forever to upload. I should talk again about my giveaway. I'll wait until I do the quilts. I have sewn. I've been sewing a little bit, trying to get project bags ready. I have a few left in my Etsy shop now. If you are interested and haven't had a chance to check that out, there are a few available still. And then I have these ones coming up with the snow globes. And I did a pinwheel design this time, something a little different. I will have 4 of these go in the shop, hopefully, later this week. And then I have 3 or 4 that are red truck designs. They're really cute. And I have 1 fig tree one ready to go. This one's just the patchwork. So I will have some more project bags, like I said, hopefully later this week. Now my quilt, I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get the whole thing in the screen. This is a design that I've been working on I've had it drawn in my sketchbook for, I expect it's been in that sketchbook for 7 or 8 years. And I guess maybe about a year ago, maybe a little bit more than a year ago, I started making it. I decided to go for it and make it. This stemmed from seeing Quaker Christmas with the carols. I think it's Quaker Christmas 2, the one that has the carols on it. And I just loved it. And I wasn't back into cross stitching then. So yeah, that was when I wasn't stitching much. I thought, I bet you could do that in a quilt, something similar in a quilt. So I made a list of my 12 of my well, I shouldn't say my very favorite, but 12 really common, and some of them are definitely my favorite carols. And I added some patchwork with it, some of my favorite patchwork patterns. And I have this. So I'm going to, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it all in. So that's the bottom. And then this side, I don't know what you can see. This was so much fun to make. So much fun. I don't know if you're getting the bottom or not, but. So the carols are Silent Night was the first one to go on. And then Oh Holy Night, those are my 2 absolute favorites. The First Noel, Joy to the World, We Three Kings, What Child Is This? It Came Upon a Midnight Clear, Away in a Manger, Deck the Halls, O Come All Ye Faithful, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and Star of the East. those are definitely 12 of my favorite carols. And lots of patchwork. It's a sampling of several different patchwork projects, patchwork designs, patterns, and scattered throughout. There's really nothing hard about this quilt. I break it down into 6 sections in the instructions. The applique I did was raw edge applique, machine raw edge applique, which it wouldn't have to be. You can do any kind of applique you like. You can do wool applique by hand. You can do wool applique by machine. I used cotton. It's that red plaid bird brain fabric again. And like I said, I used Heat and Bond Light for my fusible adhesive and did my applique that way. The pattern has the alphabets reversed. They're backwards. If you are going to do raw edge, that's already done for you. So it's called Quilting the Carols. It's available in my Etsy shop as a paper pattern or PDF, whichever you want. And like I said, it's not hard. There's not one thing hard about it. It measures 42.5 by 46.5 by 52.5, so it's a wall hanging or throw size. And I did it in red because I love red. I would love to see it in blue, in green. I think it'd be nice in green. Also, someone told me they might be going to do it in black, like black wintry fabric, snowflakes and stuff like that, which I think would be really pretty. So also I would love to see the words done in embroidery rather than applique. I thought about that, but I didn't want to take the time. I just wanted to get started and get the quilt together faster. So if you do want to do it in embroidery, you would have to reverse the letters excuse me, to trace them that way. Other than that, it would be really, really lovely. So make sure if you get the pattern and you make this quilt, I want to see it on social media. I want you to post that, and I want to see all the different versions. So it's been received very well so far. Like I said, it's called Quilting the Carols, and it's available in my Etsy shop. You'd see pictures on my Instagram and on my Facebook. So I think that's everything except for the giveaways. So we're going to do a giveaway for this, Quilting the Carols. We're going to do a giveaway for True Patriot Love. And we're going to do a giveaway for Celebrate Canada. And the word you need to use for this one is celebrate. The word you need to use for this one is Patriot. And the word you need to use for the quilt is carols. So, what did I say? I gotta write them down. Celebrate, Patriot, and carols. It's not patriotic, it's Patriot. Patriot, Patriot. Carols and celebrate. So if you want to get in on the giveaway for those, you have to be over 18 because I'm going to ask you for your email address. Please don't use the word giveaway, don't use prize, don't use freebie, don't use any word like that because it attracts the crazies that are looking just to get something that they're going to sell. So we want this to go to someone who actually stitches. I need a question. My question would be, what are your upcoming summer plans, stitching or otherwise? We have a busy summer coming up, which is normally not, it's not the norm for us. We usually have a pretty laid back summer, but we do have several plans. Our kids gave us tickets to a show in Prince Edward Island for the middle weekend in July. It's an Alan Doyle show, which if you're familiar with Great Big Sea, he is the lead singer. He's the main guy in Great Big Sea. So I'm really looking forward to that weekend. We're all going, the kids are going to. We're staying at a Airbnb and we should have a great time. So there's the 6 of us. Really, really, really looking forward to that. I'm supposed to be in a play the first part of July. I'm not sure that that's gonna happen now, but we've had a few setbacks. Then we're going away camping to our beloved Keji the last week of July. Then I'm going to Fiberfest the first week in August. Then the next weekend we have an event not too far from home that we'll be going to on definitely the Saturday and maybe even the Saturday and Sunday. And the next weekend the same. We're going to be at a different event, but still it's close to home, same place. After that I don't think we have anything. No, we don't have anything else specific planned for summer, but it should be a really, some of those things are those two. One of them is the Annapolis Valley exhibition. We look forward to that every year. And of course we didn't get to go the last 2 years. So it's, oh, the other thing, there was something else. The RCMP musical ride is going to be here on July 23rd. Well, not here, but in the Valley. We're going to that, so that'll be, we were to that I would say 15 or 20 years ago. That's a wonderful show, the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police musical ride. So that will be wonderful. Really looking forward to that on July 23rd. So yeah, we've got a lot of things going on, but there'll still be lots of stitching time. Anyway, that's me for today. I'm off to work and spend some time helping out my daughter-in-law. If you're in the Annapolis area, that is the Woven Basket Boutique. Really cute little shop. I hope you get a chance to stop in someday. It's great. So my question was, what are your summer plans, stitching or otherwise? Please leave a comment below with the 3 words that I mentioned. Keep hitting the camera, sorry. Celebrate, Patriot, and carols for a chance to win my giveaways. I forgot the prairie birds. We'll do them next time. No, let's do them. The prairie birds pattern. We're also doing that. Use the word birds. Celebrate, Patriot, carols, and birds. And I will definitely have to ask for an address because the birds pattern is a paper pattern. So have yourself a great couple of weeks. I don't think I'll be back definitely on my anniversary. That's only 3 days away, 4 days away. So I will stitch the day away maybe on my Flossiversary day and watch lots of floss tubes. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for my new followers, for those of you who have been here from the beginning. Like I said, I really love this. I love the community. I love there's humor, I love the realness of it because especially those of you that don't edit your videos, I love how real you are. So have yourself a great day. Happy summer, all those things. Bye-bye.